up guys, this is Hassan Qureshi. Today I will be showing you some more roundabouts, some tricky roundabouts around the test routes areas. Before I start this video, if you haven't subscribed the channel, subscribe it, like it, hit the bell icon button so you will get all the updates of the upcoming videos. There's been a huge demand on making more videos. It's just that the time which I couldn't find to make those videos. Purely, if you can understand, there's a lot going on in terms of people booking the test and booking their lessons. So it's a lot busier, which I apologize for not getting back to you guys earlier. But anyway, let's crack on with the video. In my previous video, I showed you how you can do the second exit on the roundabout. Today, I'm going to show you how you will do the third exit on the St. Mary's roundabout, because it is quite tricky to follow the lanes. But if you follow these simple tricks and tips, you will be fine, as it will help you massively in your test route. At this particular point, I do expect that your trainer has told you everything about the roundabouts, how you deal with a normal roundabout, and your normal drive is fine. In other words, your normal drive in terms of changing gears and doing junction is fine. So let's do this quick. Right, so as always, we're going to start from the test center. We are going to go right at the end. As always, the traffic from the top will have priority because we're going to be crossing their path. So we're just going to look right and left carefully. As I always mention in my videos, whenever you're driving in the town center, near the test center, you need to stop at every single junction. They're mostly closed junctions, so you have to stop, look right and left carefully, and then go. I'm going to go left from this junction. I'm going to stop. I'm going to look right and left carefully, straight carefully, and then I'm going to make a left turn. I'm going to go straight from the crossroads. So I'm going to make sure I'm going to stop again on this junction. Stopping, looking, falling, people creeping, and that's it. At the end of the road, I'm going to turn left, so I'm going to check my mirrors. I'm going to give left signal, and again at the end of the road, I'm going to stop. This junction is very, very tight, quite concealed on the right hand side. So I'm going to make sure I'm going to make a nice right turn after looking carefully. Look right, left, making sure it's all clear. I'm just going to go. This is pretty much the same route as I did mention in my last video, as I'm driving through the town centre areas, but I'm repeating it so you can grab most of the roads as when you're going to be driving in your test. So I'm going to follow this road left all the way up where I'm going to go left and left at the end. It's only going one way, so you don't need to give signal. Keep it going as normal because it's following one way. So this is one junction. As I'm going to stop here, it's on a hill, so I'm going to look right, making sure it's clear, and that's my second junction for Dunstable Road. I'm going to make sure I'm going to look right. It's not clear, so I'm going to wait. This junction is quite difficult because you're on a hill, so you need to have a good hill start skill to deal with this junction. Metro Bank roundabout, as I always say, whenever you deal with this roundabout, there are no lanes within the roundabout, and this roundabout is quite wide and big. So what we need to do as soon as we enter, we need to push hard to the left hand side if we're going towards the second exit. So giving it a hard push, checking the left mirror, left signal, making the exit. So as I explained to you earlier, that we are going to be doing St. Mary third exit. So as we are driving on this flyover, we're just going to be in the left hand lane because this is the most appropriate lane to drive on. And at some point around here, you will hear it from either the examiner or the sat-nav, if you're driving on the sat-nav, that in 400 or 500 yards, go right from the roundabout and take the third exit. We're going to change the lane. Very important, you check your center and right mirror, give right signal, change the lane. As you approach at the end, you'll see a traffic light. This is St. Mary's Roundabout. We're going to take the third exit right. So I'm going to keep the right signal on, which is something important. We are going to take this roundabout as a normal roundabout, but because of the lane's positioning, it's a bit tricky. So my right signal is on. As you can see, there are two set of traffic lights. One is here, and the other one set of traffic light is just in the middle. So we want to be into the right hand side lane, but as soon as we pass the second set of traffic light, these two lanes in the middle will turn into 3 lanes. So what we need to do is we need to be in the right hand side lane, and as soon as we pass the second set of traffic light, I'm going to check my left mirror, give left signal, and I'm going to immediately push myself into the middle lane and cancel the signal. This will lead me towards the third exit. Straight and nice. And then I'm going to give exit signal after checking my left mirror and take the exit. Sometimes they will tell you to turn right after this exit. This right turn is quite tricky. You want to check your right mirror, right signal, and you want to stay in your lane. If you look at this one, the opposite lane has got 2 lanes and I have 1 lane pattern. So I want to make sure that I stop in my side of the lane, which is the left lane, and do not cross or angle into the other lane. There's a keep clear sign in the middle, which a lot of people think it is a waiting area. So whatever happens, please do not enter into that keep clear sign or in that keep clear box. Going to turn left, the whole zone is 20. Check your mirror, giving signal. This turning, again, this junction is quite tight and quite concealed, so be careful as you're turning left. Right after this exit, this right turn is quite tricky. You want to check your right mirror, right signal, and you want to stay in your lane. If you look at this one, the opposite lane has got 2 lanes and I have 1 lane pattern. So I want to make sure that I stop in my side of the lane, which is the left lane, and do not cross or angle into the other lane. There's a keep clear sign in the middle, which a lot of people think it is a waiting area. So whatever happens, please do not enter into that keep clear. So whatever happens, please do not enter into that keep clear sign or in that keep clear box. You want to make sure that you are in the keep clear. So please do not enter into that keep clear box and stay in your lane. Going to turn left, the whole zone is 20. Check your mirror, giving signal. This turning, again, this junction is quite tight and quite concealed, so be careful as you're turning left. All of these roads are 20. Taking the next road on the left. Turning right from the next mini roundabout. Going to go straight from the next set of traffic light. So as you approach towards that roundabout, if you are on SatNav, you will be directed somewhat like this, that in 200 yards or 300 yards, enter the roundabout, take the second exit, or right from the roundabout and take the second exit, then bear right on A1081. A lot of people get confused with this set of instruction. With the SatNav, it's giving you an instruction right after another instruction. So there are 2 instructions back to back, which confuse a lot of people. So my advice to you, as you get close to that particular roundabout near Gypsy Lane or Luton Airport Parkway, you take each individual instruction individually or separately. And I show you how when we get closer to that roundabout. So in 200 yards, enter the roundabout and take the second exit. Then bear right and take A1081. So let's take the first roundabout individually. Normal roundabout, only got 2 exits. Right signal, right mirror, making sure it's clear on the right, and you're taking the second exit. So you want to push out to the outside lane, and point to remember is stay in this outside lane. Now as you can see, this lane is going left towards Luton Airport, and there are 2 lanes around here. This is where your sat-nav says bear right, just like a bend. But you want to be in the left lane because left lane is the most appropriate lane. This lane will take you nicely into the dual carriageway on the left hand side, because what are the right lanes are for? It's to overtake you. So imagine if you are in the right hand side lane and you ended up into that right hand side lane by getting confused by the sat nav, then you would have had to struggle to come into the left hand lane. So stay in that lane, do not get confused. That's a very important point. And then the speed limit will be going into 50. Right, so this is Stockwood Park roundabout, but this time I'm going to take the first exit. You want to make sure that you do not take the left hand lane because this is hard shoulder. So left mirror, left signal, take the first exit. I'm going to make sure right is all clear. I'm going to take the first exit, take it normal, limit is 40, and then this is another point to remember. Sometimes you're asked to take the first turning on the right, where it's marked in Paddington Slip End. So take it as a normal junction. This is where you slow down a little bit, check your mirror, left signal, into the speed a little bit there, and do whatever you do in this bit. Slow down, change the more nice, look at clear, and take this turn down. Do not get confused by the turnings, and observe very carefully on this turning. If you do observe, you will be fine. At the end of your stroke, this is another point to remember. It is a normal junction and we're turning right, but because of the junction on the right, some people think we can go and turn right on that side, but it is a no entry, or in other words, the opposite direction coming that way. So we want to make sure that your right and left is clear on this junction. The centre bit is not for us to wait. On the main road, turn right. Stay at this junction, make sure your right and left is all clear to go, and then you make a right turn. That's it, guys. Like the video, subscribe it, and hit the bell icon button so you'll get all the updated videos. Until then, until the next video, take care.